Good evening, guys. Happy week 5. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll just give it 1 minute today. We're going to start pretty shortly. I'll give you my creaking tree music today. It's funny how music just makes you move. I haven't had music in a lot of these videos, but I wanted to start off with some today. And it's just interesting how music just makes you move. So we're not going to start quite yet, but so I hope you guys are doing well on this week 5 of quarantine. Actually, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna hold on to that for you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well on week 5 of quarantine. I actually don't know if it's quite week 5. I think for many people it might be like week 6, you know, for like quarantine in general, but it's the 5th week that I've been doing this starting on a Tuesday. I think they really announced it like on a Monday. And the next day I was like, I need to teach. I'm going crazy. So I hope you guys are doing awesome today. Yesterday was rain. Even during the rain, I typically do go on for walks with my son. We'll take an umbrella. We will, you know, dress up warm. We'll get our raincoats on, boots. But yesterday, we just needed to stay in, chill out. So today I was like, sunshine, let's go. So we took a long walk, and it was this really wooded area, just gorgeous water all around us. Never been there before. And we just went on this adventure, and it was just, I feel, you know, I always say to people, and for a very long time, I feel high from doing things like hiking and yoga and just having essential oils with me. We had Terra Shield spray, which is a bug repellent spray, to which I added citronella, lemon, eucalyptus, arbor vitae, lavender, and lemongrass. Yeah, and it's a powerhouse for bug repellent, especially those little tiny ones. So anyway, hope you guys are doing awesome. So today I'm diffusing Douglas fir and frankincense. And I'll tell you the way that I found this real quick before we get into our tree yoga. I always, when I first started with using doTERRA products, I just loved all of their skincare. And so I bought this body butter, replenishing body butter. And I just started slathering it all over me. And I was like, are you kidding me? I would smell myself. And then I finally looked at the ingredients and realized there was frankincense and Douglas fir. And I was like, what is this Douglas fir? I must have it. So then from then on, I said to myself, well, what else am I missing here? And so I, from then on, have bought every single oil that's ever come out from them. So Douglas fir and frankincense are 2 trees, right? There's frankincense forests in the Middle East and Somalia. And Douglas fir, it smells to some people like a Christmas tree, but to me it smells much sweeter than that like really Christmassy smell. And you can think of Douglas fir and frankincense as both like familial, generational trees. So the Douglas fir compared to the white fir is actually, they consider it the more wiser and taller as it lives longer type of tree. And it really helps with bringing familial wisdom and respect back if that's something that you're lacking. So if you're needing help with family, this combination is incredible to diffuse together for each of you. What I did is 3 Douglas fir and 1 frankincense. Frankincense really has such a high vibrational, when they've tested these oils and plants with megahertz, it is such a high frequency in terms of its vibration, that it literally helps to elevate every single oil that you diffuse along with it. So typically in many of my blends, or even my rollers, I'll do whatever I want, to have in it. And I'll do like at least 1 drop of frankincense at the end. So that's the combo today. 3 drops of Douglas fir and 1 drop of frankincense. So go ahead and come to your comfy seat. Okay, we're not going to do props today unless you need them. So go ahead, if you need them, you can get a chair or, props or blocks or firm pillows or anything like that. And so come into your seat. Today will be part grounding, part just kind of long held, strong poses. A little bit of flow, not too much though. So go ahead and find that comfy seat. Good way to wind down before bed. And I want you to, as you close your eyes, feel the sit bones root down. And if you want to sit on a blanket or sit on a pillow, be my guest. Let the hips come higher than the knees. Let the knees just fall. And as you feel the sit bones root down and feel the tall spine and the head kind of reaching up, I want you to picture yourself like this tree. I want you to feel the roots of your legs and feel the roots of your sit bones. And know that even though a tree grows super tall, in many cases, it has to have strong roots in order for it to do that. And so similarly, when we feel like we are head in the clouds, there's a reason why that phrase came about. When we are head in the clouds and just feeling scattered up there, we can do certain things to root ourselves. And as you root yourself here, I want you to picture that you are walking in just your type of beautiful forest, right? It could be like what I experienced today. There were a lot of pines in the woods where I was at. It was just by the edge of water, sparkling blue, gorgeous blue skies. And it was very shaded, but also very warm, no wind. And it just felt like a clean forest. So picture your feet connecting with every step that you take, growing roots. If you've ever been on a barefoot hike, or if you ever haven't, I highly recommend it. So picturing your feet just rooting down into the earth, feeling the mud. The mud feels the best, by the way, if you get to put your feet in mud. It's incredible. Just so grounding, so good for the reflex points of your feet. And then also feel, as you're rooting down, like you're covered by this canopy of trees, but that you have the ability not only to root as deep as the trees, but to soar as high as them, right? Soar as high as they go. And so I want you to feel this rootedness, but also this ability to manifest and then reach your goals and meet your spiritual goals as well. And so just take a moment. Maybe you found a piece of the woods that you just want to stay there and bathe. There's this idea, this practice called forest bathing, where you do similar, right? You just kind of feel as if you're part of the forest. Or maybe it's walking that you need to do, and you picture a smile on your face. And you feel the sense of high, you feel the sense of connectedness to the earth. Good. And as you inhale, feel the ribs expand, feel them come up into the back of the body, the head, the neck. Bring the breath all the way up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. We're going to inhale with one sound of peace, one single Om. Om. Inhale. Good. And as you exhale, release your chin towards your chest. And then release your hands. We are going to listen to my trees tonight, so go ahead and as you look up and lengthen, just go ahead and start to kind of sway back and forth or in a circle, right? Picture you're still in that forest, you're still with those trees, and maybe it is a little windy, and you just start to kind of roll just like trees do, right? They roll with the wind, but they're so rooted, they're so strong, but they're not like bending off of their ground, right? They're just going with the flow. It's such a cliche saying, but that's what they do. That's all they can do, right? So nice, soothing, long, kind of flowy circles here. And then as you exhale, bring your feet the other way. So if one's in front, one's in back, go ahead, bring them the other way. I decided to wear my my cool Banana Republic soft loungy pants today. So hopefully you're in something really comfy. And so picture you're hearing, you know, the sounds all around you in this forest. So maybe it is the wind, maybe it's other people, maybe it's like me on the water, just sounds on the water. Maybe it's birds chirping. And so all of it becomes part of your meditation, just like the sounds that you have at home, right? Can become just part of your meditation. You don't have to think of them as distractions. Imagine if we just decided that things that sometimes annoy us are part of our meditation practice. Imagine if we just decided that, because it's really possible. Go ahead and come back to center, and you're just going to, just like I was doing before, bring your hands down and bring your head back and forth. You're just feeling the music, hopefully you can hear it. And you're just bringing your hands back and forth. And you're just swaying back and forth. Good. We'll come up in a second. And then as you inhale, just start to go to one side. You can face forward on your mat. Okay, we're going to continue this flow. Right? Just inhaling forward, exhaling back. Doesn't have to be much. It can just be upright, or you can start to come into a full cobra. You just notice the tension of the day. If you are forward in a full cobra, go ahead and stay there. If that feels good to your back, it might not, it might. So you're just going to kind of roll the shoulders back, like keep rolling them back. Good, and then you can just keep coming back and forth. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, hanging cobra, if that feels good, is when you bring your knees a little bit wider. And then as you exhale, hang into your cobra. You just hang, right? And then the feet can come together and the knees are a little wider. Good. Now go ahead from here. I'm going to turn sideways on my mat so you can see. But from here, actually, you face forward, right? You face forward, and then you kickstand out the right foot behind you, okay? And you open up, straighten up that left side. You just open it up. And then here we go, stretching our hands out. Hello. And we're going to make this dynamic. So we're not going to stay here long, but the first one, you can start to just kind of pump and open to get your bearings. Now my right hand is down. It can be flat. It can be on a block. Shake out the head. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to walk forward. Bring the knees back down to hip distance. Walk the hands over to the other side. Kickstand that left foot back. The right foot comes straight and long. And then you open up. You can bend the elbow here. Go ahead, open up that right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, come all the way over to the other side. Once again, plant that left foot out. Good. Inhale. Good. You're just going to kind of keep pumping on this side and allow the left foot, whatever foot is planted here, right, to root down. I'll try to mirror you guys today, so maybe it's your right. Good. And then as you exhale, come back through to center. I'm bringing my left hand down, opening my right side. Once again, right, rooting down, opening that arm up. Good. And 2. Awesome. And 1. As you exhale, come back to the hands and knees. Okay? And then come into your tabletop. Kind of swing the hips left and right. Really spread through the fingers. You're going to spread through the knuckles. Start to get some straight spine here. Spread through the knuckles. The hands are right below the elbows and shoulders. And as you inhale, drop the belly. Lift the heart. Cow pose. As you exhale, drop the head a lot. And then release into your version of cat. Good. Keep going. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the heart. Exhale, drop the head and arch as you can. Good. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Lengthen the heart forward. Stretch the tailbone back. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Good. From here, guys, we're tucking our toes, coming up to a downward facing dog. Feel free to walk it out. See, this is why we typically wear tight-fitting clothing in yoga. Downward dog, just reach through. I want you to walk it out. Bend one knee, bend the other knee, walk it out. Good. And then find some stillness. Find your roots. Root down through the feet. Root down through the hands. Good. 3 more here. Really feel the straight line between the head all the way back through the spine. 2 more. As you inhale, drop the knees. Root down. I want you to start to roll all the way up. Good. Roll all the way up. And then as you exhale, find your shin pose. We're coming into just a light camel, nothing crazy yet. Okay, so bring your hands to your back. Start to push your hips forward a little bit. Hips forward a little bit. And then start to squeeze the elbows together, right? Lift the hips forward. And then let the head just hang. The heart lifts open. Relax the shoulders for 3. Picture you're still in that forest. Maybe you're all alone. Maybe you're with people you love. And 2. Good. As you lift and pull the belly in and up. Bring those hands up and over. I'm just going to face you so that you can see what we're going to be up to next. And as you exhale, bring your hands right down to the hips. Good. From here, try to keep that belly nice and lifted, right? You're going to try to keep that belly nice and lifted and feel the strength as your knees are now your feet, right? The knees are now your roots. And as you start to like relax the upper body but lift the belly, go ahead and bring that right foot up and out to the side. And all we're going to do, as it's lined up, knee right over the ankle, is kind of lean into it, right? You kind of lean into it. And just find this little dynamic flow here, right? It's a side angle modification. So you lean into it and find the flow first, kind of get loosey-goosey and kind of see where the body's at. But then what we're going to do is hold it, okay, hold it, and start to bring that opposite arm up and over. And again, find that pumping that we did at the beginning. 3, 2. Now as you inhale, you're going to hold it out. And then push that
knee over toward the pinky side toe. 3. Nice, loose neck and head in 2. As you root down, you're going to lift all the way up. Good, maybe even steeple pose. And as you inhale, pull the belly back in, bring it all the way back. So good. Okay, maybe one camel in the middle. So go ahead and bring your hands, your elbows together. Hands or palms against the back, fingers up. Inhale. Deep breath in, rooting down, letting the shoulders relax. Maybe you go a little deeper, a little push forward with the hips, a little more open with the heart. Good, and 2. And as you inhale, strengthen the belly, strengthen the heart to lift up. Good. Now we're back in the middle. As you release the shoulders and pull that belly in and up, that left foot comes up and over to the other side. Good. And you just start your little swing. So hopefully the ankle just lined up nicely right with the knee. Okay. And you just find this gorgeous dynamic flow back and forth for 3 and 2. Root down that elbow and start to open up the right side of the body. Guess I'm not mirroring today. So just open up whatever side you have not done yet. Good. So let the hips be in line, right, with the body, the shoulder. The head and neck is just an extension. Good. 3 and 2. Maybe hold it. Good. 1. Root down. Start to pull the knee back toward the pinky toe. Right, we're just holding it, opening up the front body, the hips. 3 and 2. Good. As you inhale, come on up. Release that. Back into camel, bringing your hands to hips, bringing your fingers behind you. Right? You start to lift and lengthen through the heart. Maybe this time you feel so strong and safe that the head can come back. The chin lifts up, a little underbite here. 3 and 2. Squeeze the elbows together as you lift up, lengthen. Good. One more time. Inhale. Then as you exhale, release down to your downward facing dog. Touch the toes. Lift and lengthen. Right for the spinal stretch. Yes, of course, it's a leg stretch as well, but I like to think of it as the spinal stretch. Okay, from here, we're going to plant that left foot. If this is too much for you, go ahead and drop the left knee. Plant that left foot. Bring that right knee to bend. Open and stack the hip. And then if it feels good, you can open it up here. So good. 3 and 2. As you inhale, bring it back. We're just going to open the other hip. So go ahead and bend that left knee. Open and stack. Good. Root down. And if you like, lift it all the way up. 3 and 2. Inhale back. Good. Release that. Okay, you can start to walk forward into your forward fold. Just going to turn this down a little bit. Good. So in your forward fold, just go ahead and relax into it. Good. You can kind of take a little ragdoll. Sorry, guys. Just take a little ragdoll. And then from your ragdoll, start to roll all the way up. Right? To standing. Good. Inhale. Good. Stay in your mountain pose. Okay. In your mountain pose, we are, right? Rooting down. Maybe that was a little high. Okay. So from your mountain, right? I want you to really feel this for a moment. So rooting down through the feet. You're going to start to feel the connectedness once again, right? Feel the connectedness, lifting all that energy, right, from your roots that are rooting. I want you to picture so far deep into the earth, like rooting down to the core of the earth, right? And then allowing that energy to be pulled back up through your feet, super grounded, right? Gives you focus, gives you discipline, gives you resilience in your emotions and your energy body. Good. Start to pull that up. And even from here, as we start to pull it up, we're going to bend the knees a little bit and start to bring our hands flat as if we're pushing back down through the earth. Okay, I want you to feel how grounding this is. So you're rooting down through your feet. You're kind of pulling the earth's energy back up, but then let your hands push back down. It's almost like a Tai Chi move, right? Let the arms just kind of root down and feel how much energy you have rooting down and letting the earth give back to you, right? If you ask, you shall receive. Rooting down, lifting up. And then as you root down, lift all the way up. Bring those hands up. Good. Bring your hands right to your hips. And we're going to step back into a warrior one with our left foot back. Right? So let the knee come up for a moment. And as you exhale, you step it back. Now start to find a gaze point right in front of you. Start to find that gaze point. And as you reach your right hip back and left hip forward, let the left toes come forward to the upper left corner. And you stay here for a moment. You feel your body kind of orchestrating around the midline of your body, that midline energy, Sushumna. The hands can stay on the hips. They can come into field goal, or they can come all the way up into your version of warrior hands, right? I just want you to stay here. We're going to stay for 8 full seconds. So we'll give it about 5 more full inhalations and full exhalations. And with every inhalation, I want you to feel like that energy is lifting towards you, into your inner core, your inner line of energy. And with every exhale, I want you to relax around that energy. And keep staring at a point. 3 and 2. Good. As you inhale, bring your hands out to the side and just let them release. Okay, just release for a second. Now as we inhale, we're going to lean forward. Okay, we're going to lean forward. And as you root down through the feet, you're just going to start to lift off that back heel. So maybe some of you are just going to stay right here. Some of you are going to lift off and lengthen. Now feel if you're lifting off into your Dekasana, airplane pose. I want you to reach through that back heel as if you're stepping on the wall. The hands can come face down if you want to open the heart more, or lift up to the ceiling if you want to inner rotate the shoulders. Good. 2 more. Big inhalations and exhalations. Good. As you root down, I want you to actually step back with that back foot, but lift the heel now. Crescent lunge. And as you root down, lift all the way up. A little different than the warrior, right? Less grounding, more balancing. 3 and 2. Good. As you inhale, release the hands. That front leg is nice and strong. Bring your hands to prayer. Kick off and just come to standing. So good. Go ahead and release that by shaking it out. Right, we're just going to come to that mountain again in the middle. Inhale, and as you exhale, root down. You can start to bend the knees. Push those hands down as you pull the energy up. And then release the hands back into the earth for 3. Good. Let it feel good, like you're bathing in that forest. And 2. Good. Root down as you inhale. Come on up. Find neutral. Bring your hands to your hips. You're going to bring that right knee up. And exhale. Step it back into your warrior. So again, the back heel drops. Your front toes are pointing upper right corner. You just hang out here. I want you to find 3 breaths to just feel that strength. Find the body coming around that middle line, the Sushumna in front of the spine in the center of the body. And as you're ready, right, the hands can stay in cactus, or they can come up to your true warrior, whatever that looks like to you. Feel grounded. Most important part is to stare at one point, your gaze point, your drishti gaze. 3 and 2 and 1. Find that ground, find that strength. As you inhale, release, and then release your arms. Good. You can stay here, or you can start to lean forward and just pick up the back heel. You can stay right there. If you want to go a little further, you pull in the belly and start to lift off that back heel. Okay, the knee is bent. You're going to squeeze into the midline, kick back with that foot. Just 3 more here, guys. Your strong airplane pose, reaching back through the fingers, reaching back through the foot. Last one. Now remember, as we come out of it, we're going to bend that front knee and step back into
crescent. So step back onto our toes. The heel lifts, and we just lift
into that full crescent for 5 breaths, right? Pulling it around that midline. 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And 2. Good. And 1. Inhale. As you exhale, release. Bring your hands to your hips. Strong left leg. Root down and step it all the way up. Good. And shake it out. Good. Finding your mountain, right? Nice and simple. But this time we're going to bring our toes together. So go ahead and walk those toes together. Heel toe them together. Root down, and as you inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right down through the heart center. Good. Root down, lift and lengthen. This time, guys, we're going to swan dive all the way down. Go ahead and forward fold all the way down. If you need a prop, grab your props or chair. Inhale, lift and lengthen. From your forward fold, you're going to plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog, or modify on hands and knees. And then from here, as you root down through the hands and come into your down dog, you can stay there. You can always rest and drop into child, or you can glide forward, just one little flow. Exhale, drop the knees, root down, lift and lengthen here, right? Find that beautiful cobra if you're going for it. Relax the shoulders. And then exhale, back to a wide-legged child's pose, or a puppy pose is fine. Okay? So letting the knees separate, letting the head come down. You're just rocking the forehead back and forth. Good. As you root down, come into a hero for a moment. Okay? Just finding little spaces in between. Finding our hero. Relaxing our shoulders around. Again, the spine. 3. 2 more breaths. Good. Now from here, all we're going to do is rise up strongly. Bring our hands to our hips. Come on up onto our shins. And then bring one foot and then tuck the back toe, bring the other. Good. From here, we're going to do just a few little movements and then come into our balance. So we're going to start to open up to one side. So just go wide on your mat. Okay. And as we come here, we're going to turn our feet outward, our toes outward into goddess pose. Okay, some people call this horse, as if it's a horse that you're looking at from the side, right? The legs come out, which is why eventually we're here at a parallel with the floor. Okay, but from here we're just going to bring our feet out and find that stability in this goddess pose. And then your hands can come down to your knees and just let one shoulder come down and kind of twist to one side. Inhale to the center and exhale. Twist to the other side. Good. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Dip a shoulder. Just feel that nice long twist. And 3. And 2. Root down. Lift. Exhale to the other side. So good. Come to the center. Root down. Lift all the way up. Right? Feel the arms just kind of lift. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands out into cactus pose or field goal, right? We bend the knees, we bend the elbows, root down, lift and lengthen. We bend the knees, bend the elbows. Lift and lengthen. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Lift and lengthen. 2 more. Good, root down. And as you inhale, bring your hands up, bring your toes forward. Good, bring your right hand down, open up that whole left side. Try to stay in line. right? Everything kind of over everything else. You're not leaning too forward, not leaning too back. Release the head and neck, long 3 and 2. Root down, lift all the way up and over to the other side. Right, feel rooted in your feet, your foot. Feel rooted. And then elongate. We're going to do one more on each side. Inhale, up and back over. Right, let that hip, let the hand push into the hip. Extension in the head and neck. 3 and 2. Root down. Lift all the way up and over. Good. 3 and 2. Root down. Lift everything up. Good. We're going to clasp the hands and then send the palms up to the ceiling. Good. Pull that belly in and up. Let the head and neck be nice and loose. Let the shoulders be relaxed. 2. Good. Inhale. Release everything out to the side. Bring your hands to the hips and just heel toe the feet all the way in. Good. As you stand in your feet and you're going to stand in your mountain, you're actually going to find the mountain on one side. So where I'm going over to my right, and you're opening the left knee. And the foot, right, the heel can be just resting on the shin. I don't know if you can see my feet. Or the toe with the toes on the ground. Otherwise, you can start to pull that foot up. And you're giving love to your foot from your shin, your calf. And vice versa. If this is enough, you stay here and you bring your hands to your hips. If you want to go further and you can bring it up, get it off your knee, start to pull it up. Right? So your foot is giving love to your inner thigh now. And your thigh is hugging into your foot. Good. Stay here and feel the rootedness. If you want your branches to grow, let them grow. Okay. Good. 3 and 2. Good. As you exhale, I want you to bring that left hand to the thigh. You start to open up. So now that you're nice and rooted, right, you can use a prop if you need to. Or just find that gaze point for 3 and 2. And as you inhale, come all the way up. Find that nice strong pose. Exhale, hands to center, hands on the hips. And just bring that knee forward. Maybe you keep it here. Maybe you kick it out straight. 5 breaths. Good. 4 and 3 and 2. Inhale, kick it back. Shake it out. Good. Shake it out, guys. Okay. Coming over to that second side. You're going to bring all the weight over. Open up that knee. So your toes are down. Your foot is just the sole of the foot. My tree. My tree is wavering in the wind. Sole of the foot is up. Heel is up. Toe can be down, and that could be your pose. Okay, feeling strong. Start to bring it up to your calf, your shin, and that could be it. I want you to root down strongly through the leg, and then start to give some love, right, from your foot into your leg. And then if you can bring it up, great, but don't let it stay on the knee. Bring it up to the thigh, okay? And then you'll find that the more energy you root down into the earth, into your mat, will give your foot more energy, and vice versa. Give that leg energy from the foot. And then as you feel that stability, let your branches grow, if you like. 3 more here. Right? Feeling super rooted. Right? We can't manifest unless we're limited, unless we're rooted. 3. Right? If you have Douglas fir or frankincense, diffusing any trees, just breathe that in, let it inspire you. Inhale. And as you exhale, release the hand onto the leg, the palm up, and start to open up. Right? Your windy tree for 3 and 2. Root down, and as you inhale, come all the way up. You're going to release that. Bring your hands to your hips. Let that knee come forward. Hold it here, or you can kick it out any amount. Relax the shoulders. Good. Standing nice and tall and strong. 3. It won't kill you. It'll make you stronger. And 2.
Inhale, release. Exhale, shake that out. Shake that out. Come to the top of your mat once again. Good. From here, you're going to heel toe the feet back together. Heel toe them together. And as you inhale, right, let the hands release by the side. Start to bend into the knees, bend into the hips, root down. Find a strong chair pose for 5. Let the head and neck release. You can bring the hands together or let them be loose. 3 more. Good, and 2. As you exhale, straighten and fold all the way down. Let the head come all the way down. Good. From here, root down, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Once again, if you feel better about just staying in down dog or coming into a child's pose or puppy, stay there. Otherwise, inhale, glide forward, high plank, root down as you lower down. Good, lift and lengthen, relax the shoulders. Exhale, back to puppy or child or downward facing dog. From here, say your mantra to yourself. I am strong and rooted, just like a tree in the forest. I stand my ground. I am secure. I am stable. Good. And then one thing on our belly. So if you're in down dog, go ahead, drop your knees. And as you inhale forward, I want you to just slither like a snake all the way into Sphinx pose. One thing on our bellies here. Okay? So on Sphinx, you're going to press your hands into the floor. I don't know if you can see me, but go ahead and press your hands into the floor. And then from here, as you look at your elbows and make sure they're right underneath your shoulders and your hands are reaching out from your elbows, start to bring your hands into down dog hands like they're so strong that you could lift up your elbows for a second. And as you push back down, relax your shoulders, lift up the knees so tops of your feet are in the floor, lift up your knees, lift up your belly, and then lift up your heart. Relax your head for 3 and 2. So beautiful. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands together. Come all the way down. Let your hands rest on top, forehead rest on top of your hands. And just wiggle your hips. And then you can bend the knees here and wiggle the hips. Windshield wipe the knees, the feet. And then from here, release that. Push back up to seated. We're going to come all the way over onto our backs to get there any way that you like. Good. Come all the way back. From here, the knees just go wide. The feet just go wide. Okay? And you just relax one way and then the other. The hands, the arms go in cactus pose again. Now again, if you like, you can grab the underside of your mat if the hands are in good position. And what the hands do is go palms up and then they grab the upper part of the mat. So they wrap around and this encourages the shoulders to go flat. Right? You just rock back and forth. And once the knees fall over to the left, let them stay there. Let the heel come on top of the knee and just release that hip downward. So beautiful for 3 or 5 breaths, if you love it. And 2. Okay. And release that. As you inhale, bring it back to center.
Exhale to the other side. Let the right heel come on top of the left knee. Let it encourage that left hip to kind of release down. And 2. Good. Release that. And as you inhale, come back and forth. Okay, nothing crazy today. I wasn't going to do anything super crazy, but I will give you just a suggestion to have some kind of modified restorative here. So whether it is bringing your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, or if you have a block or some kind of firm pillow, and you can allow the hips to come up and let the hips stay up and be supported. Maybe even let the legs hang. I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes I like to be really high here. Okay, and you can let the hips just kind of release. And you can also let the legs come down. It just kind of depends what your body needs today. I want you to feel like you're forest bathing here, right? Whatever you need to be comfy in this place, in this comfy place on the earth. You can also do it the long way, because this actually encourages more support on the spine. So if you have something that gets your entire low back, low spine, sacrum on, and you can just let yourself hang here, it's a really nice supported restorative. You can also just be, feet in the air. Let your feet come into the sky, or let your feet be wide in a straddle. Good, and then as you release the feet to the earth, bend your knees, lift up, and just release whatever position you're in. Just go ahead and release into your final resting pose, whatever that is. Let the shoulders be relaxed. Head and neck be relaxed. Let everything come into the earth. So again, as if you are on that forest floor, you're just connecting with the trees all around you. At this point, the stars would be out, or maybe you're still picturing the sun. I just read my son a book about being in the woods actually at night with the full moon. So we were picturing the stars and the full moon glowing on us. You just take your time to let everything relax. Let yourself melt into the earth.
Visualize your favorite tree. Is it an aspen, a cherry blossom, a willow, or an oak? What kind of tree brings you back to that peaceful period of time where you were at one, complete? You are now standing in front of that very tree. This tree is strong, full of divine energy and oneness. As you reach out to touch this tree, you look down at your arms to notice they have become branches, your fingers leaves, your legs roots. You have become your tree. With each breath, you feel the crisp, clean air moving in and out of your limbs. As you stretch your branches toward the warmth of the sun, you dig your roots deep into the earth, grounding you. With every breath, your roots dig deeper and deeper in, allowing the energy of Mother Earth to slowly start flowing up your body, filling each and every cell with a gentle red and resting at the base of your spine. You have now reached your root chakra. I am a divine being of light. I am peaceful, protected, and secure. You feel the gentle red slowly turn into a warm orange and flow upwards until just below your navel, reaching your sacral chakra. I am authentically creating a life free of stress and full of bliss. The warmth of orange turns to a soft yellow just above your navel. It has reached your solar chakra, and here you visualize clearing away any blockages. I am powerful, confident, and successful in all my ventures. And as the energy continues flowing within you, it travels up your torso, changing to a peaceful green. You have now reached your heart chakra. I am giving and receiving love effortlessly and unconditionally. The color green slowly warms your chest, changing to a cooling blue and reaching your throat chakra. You rest for 3 deep breaths. I am speaking clearly and truthfully with grace and with ease. And as you stretch towards the sun, the coolness of blue warms to the color indigo and swirls just above your eyebrows in the middle of your forehead, focusing your third eye. I am tuned into the divine to follow the path towards my purpose. As you reach your branches for the full warmth of the sun, you turn your head upwards, and as the indigo of your third eye reaches pure white light, you release any and all excess energy that is not for the betterment of your higher self. I am one with my higher self and one with the divine. Allow now this brilliant white light to flow up through your crown chakra, the top of your head, and as it comes back down, it enters into your body as a light pink flowing back through and healing every cell that makes up the entirety of who you are. An infinite being of white light. When you're ready, slowly bring your attention back to your human state, paying close attention to the sounds in the room, the beating of your heart, and the movement in your body. Gate, Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. Go ahead and start to come back to that body with deep exhales. And let one of those exhales bring the knees towards you and just start to rock and roll again, just with this earth energy. Maybe rolling you over to one side before you start to push against this earth and raise up to seated, eyes closed, hands together at the heart. And as you feel now your sit bones rooting once again, we'll end together with one sound of peace, joining our voices, one single Om as you inhale. as you root down, you can start to open your eyes to the new and beautiful you. And hopefully they're now a little more droopy if you've done this whole practice before bed. And guys, thank you so much for practicing with me. Hopefully you feel as rooted and also as high as I feel today from that gorgeous forest bath that I had. So again, I'm diffusing Douglas Fir and Frankincense. Such a beautiful combo. And I will bring you that link of how to get that in a little bit. So have a gorgeous, gorgeous evening. Thank you so much for your community. Thanks for showing up, for your contribution. And we will see you. I can't remember. I'll post in here if we're doing this tomorrow morning or not. I think we're going to do it in the evening again, but I'll check. It just depends on my son's schedule. But we will see you soon. Either way, have an awesome night, guys. Bye-bye.